Hey guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for joining today. Today I'm going to do a which shoe for you video between two shoes from the Chinese brand XTEP. I have been really enjoying these shoes. XTEP is a pretty large brand in China. They're probably the third biggest seller of shoes in China, and they like to claim that they are worn by more marathon finishers than any other brand. The largest brand in China is Anta, who's also probably number 3 in the world. It goes Nike, Adidas, and then Anta. And Anta actually owns all of Solomon. But number 3 in China is Li Ning, and number 4 would be XTEP. So of course the wind kicks up and I start hearing the wind chimes as soon as I start recording. It's been calm out here. But anyway, so today the two shoes that I'm going to compare, the first one is the XTEP 2000 kilometer version 5. This version is one that they sell that they claim has a lifespan of 2,000 kilometers or 1,240 miles. I'm not sure I really buy that, but I do think it is definitely made for durability. It has a TPU midsole. It's got a thick marathon grade CPU outsole, which I have about 150 miles in mine, and there is very little wear on the outsole. And TPU is supposed to be one of the longer lasting. I know this is a supercritical TPU, whether it's ATPU or eTPU, I'm not sure. But and the other shoe I'm going to be comparing is I had a lot of people that were telling me that whereas that's a good shoe, this is a better shoe. This is the XTEP 2000 kilometers version 5 Pro. It's the Pro version. And this one they both use what they call XTEP Ace midsole, but that other one is the TPU one. This one is made out of PEBA. It's a beaded PEBA. This one is a bit lighter, a little bit bouncier, has a gusseted tongue. Anyway, so I'm going to get on to the comparison. Guys, so I was going to talk about the underfoot feel of the XTEP 2000 kilometer version 5 versus the XTEP 2000 kilometer 5 Pro. There's definitely some similarities, but also some differences. The regular 5 has a 7 millimeter drop. I'm estimating that the heel is like 35 millimeters of stack height, and the forefoot is probably 28. It definitely gives a little bit more ground feel on the forefoot than the XTEP 5 2000 kilometer 5 Pro, just because the front of the foot is under 30 millimeters. It has a nice breathable upper. It does feel a little plasticky, but other than that, it has a midfoot shank, which is made out of TPU, which helps give it some good stability. Nice reflective details in the laces. I think it's a really good looking shoe. It has the nice thick CPU outsole rubber with a lot of coverage. It's like 2 millimeters thick everywhere, 3 millimeters thick in the high wear areas, so it is supposed to last a really long time. I've got 150 miles in mine, and I would say so far it is holding up extremely well. Now it uses a supercritical TPU foam. I don't really know if it's eTPU or ATPU. I just know it's supercritical TPU. Feels really good. It's not, I wouldn't say the most bouncy foam. And the first 10 to 15 miles, it was so stiff. It was really kind of uncomfortable, but it broke in some after that. And I would say it continued breaking in until about the 50 mile mark. Now it's just a really comfortable ride. I actually grab these shoes quite often. I really like them.
They do weigh a little bit more. In my men's size 12 that I'm wearing in these, they weigh about 10 ounces, but they don't feel heavy on foot at all. They actually feel quite agile. It's a very comfortable ride. You can feel the cushion and you feel a little bit of squish in, though it doesn't squish too far. And then it does bounce back enough. I wouldn't call it a real propulsive ride, but you're not getting lost in the foam. So it's a nice, comfortable ride. The 5 Pro, on the other hand, uses, even though they're both called XTEP Ace, it uses more of a PIBA foam, a beaded PIBA foam in the midsole. It's also pretty firm, but it definitely has more bounce, and it was more comfortable from the first run. I would also say it has broken in a little bit. I probably have close to 75 miles in these shoes. It's still another mesh upper that's very breathable. I would say it's definitely a little bit more premium feeling upper. It's not as plasticky feeling. It feels more fabric-like. The tongue is definitely a little thinner on the 5 Pro than the 5, but I still find it comfortable. It's gusseted on the 5 Pro, and it's got those glow-in-the-dark laces, which are pretty cool. As far as geometry goes, it's I'm calling it a 38 millimeter stack height in the heel, 33 in the forefoot, so it's only got a 5 millimeter drop. It's definitely more thicker in the forefoot than the regular 5. You don't feel the ground much at all, but you still feel pretty agile in the shoe. It bounces well. Nice, comfortable ride. I would also say with that lower stack height, it definitely feels more cushion in the forefoot if you're forefoot striking. And I tend to prefer the little bit lower drop as it is, but these come in a lot lighter. They weigh like 8.8 ounces, but I do have a men's 11 as opposed to a 12 in the other shoe, but they're probably a good ounce lighter. Nice light shoe, little extra cushion, little extra bounce, but don't sleep on the regular 5. It's still a great shoe. The 5 Pro normally sells for about $20 more than the regular 5. I actually, on the deals I got on AliExpress, I paid the same for both of them. But anyway, those.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the comparison today. If you like the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And keep moving!